Put that in the original one. Yeah.
So just call hands up.
We'll go ahead and begin our agenda meeting today, where we will review the action items that will be formally addressed next Tuesday, January 6th at 6 p.m. right here at City Hall, 2026. I'm going to turn the page. I guess tomorrow at midnight. We'll call upon our city manager, Mr. Bill Burrow, to review those action items. Bill?
Thank you, Mayor, members of the board. The first item is under your consent agenda. It's considered Resolution R2601, a resolution acknowledging the organizational rules and procedures for the City of Hot Springs Board of Directors for the calendar year of 2026, and our city clerk will present.
Thank you. State law requires the governing body of cities to assemble and organize in January of each year to determine the rules of its proceedings and keep a journal of its proceedings. The Hot Springs Board of Directors has previously adopted the rules and procedures governing the proceedings, and those are codified in Title II of Chapter 1 of the Code of Ordinances. These longstanding rules and procedures are currently in effect and will remain so until amended, repealed, or replaced. So this resolution is just presented in satisfaction of the requirement of state law.
Any questions of Ms. Harmony? Hearing none, we'll move on.
Next item is consider Resolution R2602, a resolution extending an agreement pursuant to Arkansas Code Annotated 1458104 and authorizing an amendment to the software license and subscription agreement with Tyler Technologies, Inc. in the amount of $172,470. And our Finance Director, Karen Scott, will discuss the item. Karen.
Thank you. Good afternoon. The City of Hot Springs entered into a 10-year software license and subscription agreement with New World Systems, then bought out by Tyler Technologies, Inc. on December 15, 2015. That was effective February 1st, 2016 to January 31st, 2026. On December 20th, 2022, through resolution number 10131, the board approved an amendment to the original agreement in order for Tyler Technologies to add SaaS or cloud hosting services to the original agreement. As you all know, the city is in the process of converting all of our accounting and ERP software from New World Systems to BS&A software. The go-live date for BS&A is July 27th, 2026. Therefore, we need to extend our agreement with Tyler Technologies past the original expiration date. Staff negotiated with Tyler Technologies and proposed a month-to-month agreement for the period February 1st, 2026 to July 31st, 2026, but Tyler would not agree to that proposal. Instead, they are requiring us to sign a one-year amendment. We will be required to sign the agreement and remit the full year cost of $172,470 before February 1st, 2026 in order to ensure uninterrupted functionality in New World Systems. This amendment does include a provision for a refund to the city for the number of months from the start date of February 1st that we no longer utilize New World Systems, which we anticipate will be 6 months. The financial impact is none because when we developed the 2026 budget, we did know about this requirement from Tyler and did include that full amount in the budget. We did not, however, anticipate any revenue that would be refunded. So that will be additional revenue in the budget when we get that. Staff recommends board approval of this one-year amendment to the software license and subscription agreement between the City of Hot Springs and Tyler Technologies, Inc.
Any questions of Karen? Hearing none, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, consider Resolution R2603, a resolution extending an agreement with Civic Plus LLC for the Next Request Records request management platform pursuant to Arkansas Code Annotated 1458104. And again, our city clerk, Harmony Morrissey.
Thank you. The City of Hot Springs has contracted with Civic Plus LLC for the Next Request Records request management platform since November of 2022. Our current contract expires January 28th of 2026. The Next Request platform is used for FOIA requests as well as a wide variety of police records that are requested by citizens, legal professionals, and insurance companies. The platform not only expedites the workflow involved in responding to the request, but it does allow for release of large files that couldn't be emailed otherwise. So overall, the city has been pleased with the Next Request platform and does wish to extend the contract for the platform. The proposed extension includes an annual recurring service charge of $9,226.80 with a 3% per annum increase. The cost of that is split between the city clerk's office and the police department. That is included in the budget. State law does allow for the renewal or extension of a term of an existing contract without soliciting bids, and staff is recommending extending this agreement with Civic Plus.
Very good. Any questions of Harmony?
What did you
Director
say
Garcia.
the cost was? 9,000 what?
$226.80, and then there's a 3% per annum increase with that.
That amount includes the 3% increase?
Yeah, going
for
forward,
26?
for each renewal, it would be, yes. The bill for 2026 would be that $9,226.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Any additional questions? Hearing none, we'll move on.
Consider Resolution R2604, resolution authorizing the filing and acceptance of a Road to Zero traffic safety grant to implement enhanced pedestrian crosswalks along Malvern Avenue, a high-injury network corridor identified in the City of Hot Springs Safety Action Plan. And Mike Hill is here to present the item. Mike?
Good afternoon. This item seeks board approval to submit and accept a Road to Zero traffic safety grant to fund enhanced pedestrian crosswalks along Malvern Avenue, which is identified as a high-injury network corridor in the city's safety action plan. The grant would provide up to $200,000 with no local match required and must be delivered within 1 year. Hot Springs is already a member of the Road to Zero Coalition, making the city eligible to apply. The proposed project would install enhanced pedestrian crosswalks at 4 intersections along Malvern. This would be Jefferson Street, Creek Street, Church Street, and Convention Boulevard. These locations serve neighborhoods, transit users, city offices, charitable organizations, and key pedestrian routes leading towards downtown and the Creek Greenway. The Safety Action Plan identifies pedestrian visibility, exposure, and nighttime conditions along Malvern Avenue as a contributing factor to serious crashes. Enhanced crosswalks are a proven, effective-based countermeasure to improve driver yielding and pedestrian safety. Approval of the resolution authorizes staff to move forward with the grant application. There is no direct financial impact to the city associated with adopting this resolution. Are there
Any questions of Mike? Director Holliday?
Thank you. If the grant is fully funded at $200,000, would that cover all 4 crosswalks completely, or would we then have to come back with additional funds to make sure the project's
Our
funded?
estimate is for $192,000, so if we apply, unless prices come in higher than we're estimating.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
Any addition? Director Garcia?
Malvern Avenue is a state highway.
This particular has been turned over to us as our local road on Malvern Avenue there.
Okay, so that isn't an issue getting
No.
permission? Because
No.
that was my concern.
Further on Malvern, that's state highway, this has been turned over to the city, the section that we're talking about.
This is north of Grand.
This is the Gateway Community.
Yes, this is the Gateway Community, which is just right here. So that belongs to us.
Do we have other areas that's been turned over to us?
We have a few. We have a section of Higdon Ferry that
Yeah.
belongs to us. I don't think we have any of Park. That's still state highway.
No.
But the one that comes to mind is that section of Higdon Ferry that we currently maintain.
That's the only one, those 2 areas are the ones I know
I
of
don't-
currently.
I don't think the section we're talking about has ever been part of the state highway. Highway 270 takes a jaunt on Grand and then goes west.
Okay.
Okay. Because we have a lot of other areas that we need enhanced crosswalks for safety on Central.
Yes, well, this particular one, since, one, we take care of it.
Yes.
Another one, it's in the Safety Action Plan, which makes it more attractive to another grant.
Yes.
And then it's a very short turnaround, and
Yeah.
we could do this really quick.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that
'cause-
was my concern if we
yeah.
had to go through other hoops. But I'm all for this. Thank you.
I will say, we're notified that we'll have, I think, 4 Hawk systems that the state will be paying for through a grant. One of those is, I think it's Bath Street there in front of the parking deck. One's in front of Oak Lawn.
Yeah.
Do you remember where the other 2
Valley
locations?
Street is actually 3. It'd be
right,
at
thank
the
you.
Greenway where it crosses Grand,
Yeah.
right there at Valley Street.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
there.
So those three are coming, so.
And those are special enhancement projects, and they'll be let for contract next year.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you.
There be no further questions? Thank you.
Next item, the next several items are equipment purchases in our Public Works Department. The first is consider Resolution R2605, a resolution amending Resolution Number 10665, related to the procurement of two 2025 trucks equipped with Tommy liftgates from Steve Landers Auto Group and for other purposes. Ron Seabright, our Public Works Director, will present the item. Ron?
Good afternoon. So subsequently, we ordered two Ford trucks, issued the work order. And then, once they were processed through, the PO was issued, the trucks are ordered by the dealer, they go to the outfitter, and then they come to Fleet. Once we received them at Fleet, we were notified that they were not Ford F-250s, they were actually Dodge Rams. So we contacted the dealer, who wrote us a letter stating that they thought that they bid an alternate. We looked through all the paperwork, that did not happen. So we told them that we had a couple choices. They decided that they would discount us $3,500 a piece for each one of these trucks. Fleet and I went through the trucks. They are outfitted the way we spec'd them out. Our recommendation that we go ahead and accept these trucks and purchase them at the discounted rate.
Any questions, Director Garcia?
Are the other vehicles in, that we have? The
Yes, ma'am.
Fords?
We have several Dodges in our fleet.
So maintenance for standard parts that the pool
Correct.
maintenance would have, this wouldn't be an issue?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Also, one of the other agreements that this guy came through is that any warranty work that needs to be done to these vehicles, he will come and pick them up personally, take them back to his dealership at no charge, and bring them back.
With the way the state contract changes annually, we've got a fleet of Ford, a fleet of Dodge. We've got several different type of a piece of equipment, but these two particular trucks did meet all the specifications that we had for the Ford F-150s as well, or 250s. Well, F-150 or 250?
250s.
250, that's right. But that's something that we met a couple of times on this, made sure Fleet went through each one of the specifications, and they do meet the specifications, even though they are not the brand we initially anticipated.
Any additional questions?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Director Trustee?
Thank you, Mayor. Ron, what are the price on these vehicles, roughly?
So the original purchase price was $126,468. The reduced price dropped down to $119,468 for both of them.
And is that comparable to what the Fords would have been?
About $6,000 less
Okay.
from the next lowest bidder.
Okay.
That 119 includes both vehicles, not a
Correct.
piece.
Yeah, 119 total. Okay. Thank you.
Next item, any other
Go right
questions?
ahead.
Next item is consider Resolution R2606, a resolution approving the purchase of a new Caterpillar CB 1.7 paving and compaction roller from J.A. Riggs Tractor Company, doing business as Riggs Cat pursuant to the Sourcewealth Cooperative Purchasing Agreement. This is in the amount of $36,999, and again, Ron.
Thank you. This equipment will replace a 2001 Ingersoll Rand roller with 293 hours that is ready for replacement. The specifications have been reviewed and approved by Fleet, and the purchase price, as he said, was $36,999.
Any questions on this item? Hearing none? Thank you.
Next, consider Resolution R2607, a resolution approving the purchase of a lowboy trailer from Global Trailer Manufacturing, Inc., pursuant to the Cooperative Purchasing Program through Sourcewell, $73,883.61. And again, Ron.
This vehicle will replace Unit 6342 It's a 1995 lowboy trailer that is 30 years old and ready for replacement. And as he said, the new lowboy trailer will cost $73,883.61.
Any questions on this?
Next item, consider resolution R2608, a resolution approving the purchase of a Mack P164T cab over tractor plus attachments from Tri-State Truck Center Incorporated. They're an authorized dealer of Mack trucks pursuant to the Cooperative Purchasing Program through Sourcewell. This is in the amount of $166,959.77. And again, Ron.
This vehicle will replace unit number 7348. It's a 1990 Mack truck that is 35 years old and has 229,475 miles on it. And it's probably one of our last vehicles that's still a standard transmission.
Any questions on this item?
Next is consider resolution R2609, a resolution approving the purchase of a new Caterpillar 315 excavator from J.A. Riggs Tractor Company, doing business as Riggs Cat, pursuant to the Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program. This is in the amount of $256,822. Ron.
This equipment will replace Unit 6713, a 1996 Cat excavator that is 29 years old, has 6,989 hours on it, and definitely ready for replacement.
Any questions on this item? Thank you.
Next, consider resolution R2610, a resolution approving the purchase of a new Caterpillar D5 track-type tractor dozer from J.A. Riggs Tractor Company, doing business as Riggs Cat, pursuant to the Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program. This is in the amount of $426,977. And again, Ron.
This equipment will replace a 1987 Cat dozer that is 38 years old and has 3,110 hours and showing severe wear. And it's also ready for replacement.
Any questions on this item?
Next is consider resolution R2611, a resolution approving the purchase of 2 grapple trucks plus attachments from River City Hydraulics, Inc., an authorized dealer of Peterson Industries, Inc., pursuant to the Cooperative Purchasing Program through Sourcewell. The cost of these 2 grapple trucks is $453,213.30. And I will add, all of the equipment we just talked about was approved in the 2026 budget. So it is, all of these are budgeted expenses. Ron?
Thank you. These vehicles will replace Unit 8483, a 2003 Freightliner that is 22 years old with 115,658 miles, and Unit 7907, which is a 2000 International that is 25 years old with 71,650 miles. Both these vehicles are currently ready for replacement.
Very good. Any questions? Director Trustee?
Thank you, Mayor. Ron, not so much just this one, but all these things that we're buying, the things that they're replacing, will those just be turned back over to the state? Will we try to sell them?
They will be turned over to Fleet, and Fleet will sell them through the auction process.
Through the auction?
Correct.
Very good.
And all these vehicles that we have up here have a long lead time, so that's why we're trying to 8, 9, 10 months to receive.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Are any of these being financed? Are they part of some of our capital financing?
Yes, they are. Karen?
The very last item are stormwater vehicles. All the rest are street and will be financed. Stormwater will not, street will.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Next item is consider resolution R2612, a resolution awarding a term contract to Jack Tyler Engineering, Inc. for 2 horsepower grinder pumps to be used by the City of Hot Springs Utilities Department. Our Assistant Utilities Director, Bobby Harris, is here to discuss this item. Bobby?
Good afternoon. The city issued an invitation to bid HS 25-072 to provide the city's utility department with two horsepower grinder pumps as a term contract. 6 bids were submitted by J.R. Stewart Pump and Equipment Company, Ferguson Waterworks, Jack Tyler Engineering, Cajero LLC, Alamex Incorporated, and Industrial and Safety Solutions. After reviewing and evaluating the 6 responses, the staff recommends awarding the term contract to Jack Tyler Engineering Incorporated due to them being the lowest bidder that meets the pump specifications. A notice of intent to award was published and no protests have been received.
Any questions on this item? Director Garcia?
Is this a local vendor?
Yes, Jack Tyler Engineering we use.
Okay, I would just wanted to
They're out of Little
verify. I
Rock.
thought it was.
Director Trustee?
Thank you, Mayor. Approximate cost of these grinder plants?
They're around $1,270 a piece, $1,270 a piece.
Oh.
They're the small residentials.
Oh, okay, all right.
We budget from every year for
Okay.
different.
We will not exceed the budgetary constraints, though. We know what
Right.
that number is.
So you anticipate buying how many?
Normally, we buy about 300 a year.
Bobby, how many of those do you think we have in the system?
We have roughly 6,000.
Director Dudley?
Yeah,
Webb?
thank you, Mayor. So these grinder pumps, are they to be on hand for if and when the residential grinder pump or even commercial for that matter breaks down? It's a
Yes.
replacement?
Yes, we normally keep 50 to 100 in our supply, so that as the guys, middle of the night, they keep them on their, few of them on their trucks, and they just, they're able to respond.
So with the addition of what this resolution calls for, how many does this put back on reserve?
We order throughout the year, so we try to keep at least 50 in our supply.
Do we have any on hand now?
Yes,
We do?
yes.
How many?
I think there was 36 yesterday when I counted.
So this is to get about 14?
Well, no, we'll normally order 50 at a time,
Okay, I got you.
because it takes 2 to 4 months to get pumps in, so we try to order enough to get us through each quarter, more or less.
Thank you.
One of the things we do in utilities as well is when we order these in, they go into inventory. Then as they
Yes.
use them is when we expense them out to the fund.
Yes.
Well, the guys who change those out, they're about the happiest workers I've ever seen. I don't know how. They're always very joyful, and they get right at it and get it done, and you get out, and you hardly know they were there.
I think we have about 7 openings, so if anyone is interested that
I
might be
think I've had
listening.
about,
Yeah, it's a tough job.
I probably had 3 or 4 grinder pumps either, probably changed out, and they're not always easy to get to.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so thank you.
Next item is your first item under new business. It's consider ordinance O-2601, an ordinance amending the Hot Springs zoning map from rural residential RR to residential suburban RS for .8 acres located at 675 Bayshore Drive. And Rick Stoddard, our planning manager, will discuss the item. Rick?
Thank you, Bill, and good afternoon. This application seeks zoning change consideration from RR to RS zoning for approximately .8 acres of land, which is located at 675 Bayshore Drive. The property has a future land use map designation of residential suburban and is located in Board of Directors District Number 6. This property is located at the corner of Bayshore and Peninsula Drives and is developed with a single-family residence. Adjacent and nearby land uses include single-family residential and condominiums. Adjacent and nearby parcel sizes on Bayshore Lane, Bayshore Drive, and Peninsula Drive vary in square footage ranging from approximately 20,000 square feet to 40,000 square feet. The requested RS residential suburban zoning would be compatible with surrounding zoning and development, as well as aligning with the future land use designation of the property as residential suburban. Therefore, this request meets several of the zoning change approval standards found in Hot Springs Code Section 16-2-14.1, including but not limited to demonstrating compatibility with surrounding zoning and development and implementing an approved city plan, including the city's comprehensive plan. So, Planning Commission, after duly advertised meeting held on Thursday, December the 11th, they unanimously recommended approval of the zoning change request for those 2 stated reasons, and therefore recommended that the Board of Directors adopt an ordinance to amend the zoning map by designating the subject property as RS residential suburban.
Any questions of Rick? Director Garcia?
Thank you. In our packet, will it include the who requested it and the minutes from the planning commission meeting?
We could put the minutes in there. I don't know if we
And
typically do that.
If
but-
anybody was in opposition.
Yeah, I remember
that
getting
information.
several phone calls prior to the meeting, people inquiring that received letters, but what the owner's intent is to, if he gets the zoning change, he would be able to divide the lot and then have a vacant lot for purchase for someone to build another single-family home.
Well, that was
Yeah.
going to be my next question, if the advantages,
Yeah.
could be, what the advantages were for this change purpose.
Right.
If it allowed for a smaller lot.
It
to
did.
build.
And it would still just be a single-family residential zone, so that wouldn't change. It couldn't be a multifamily or duplex. It would have to be single, but it would allow him to divide the land for a smaller lot.
To single-family.
For
homes
single-family
instead of
only.
one. So in that, it supports our goal for
Housing
increased
and-
housing.
Correct.
Thank you.
Any additional questions?
When you receive your packet, you'll see that it is on the edge of the city limits. It borders the city limits.
All right. Next item?
Next item is consider ordinance O-2602, an ordinance amending the zoning map from residential neighborhood 5, RN5, to regional commercial CR at 526 Airport Road to correct a map error. And again, Mr. Stoddard.
Thank you again, Bill. This application seeks to correct an error in previous zoning map amendment action for approximately 7.99 acres of land located on Airport Road. The property is currently designated as being zoned RN5, has a future land use classification of linear commercial corridor, and is located in Board of Directors District Number 3. The subject property is located at 526 Airport Road, consists of approximately 7.99 acres of land, and has been the business location of Clayton Homes of Hot Springs since at least 2007. This property is located across Airport Road from the main entrance into the Hot Springs Memorial Field Airport and the city's number 4 fire station. The City of Hot Springs Board of Directors passed ordinance number 6513 on Tuesday, November the 19th, 2024, adopting a new zoning code and zoning map for Hot Springs. Ordinance 6513 now erroneously depicts the subject property as RN5 Residential 5 zoning. Subsequent to zoning map adoption, a mapping error was discovered, inadvertently changing the zoning of this property from C4, which was the previous zoning designation under the old zoning code, to RN5. Approving this application would restore the parcel to its prior regional commercial zoning, now called CR. And the application would correct an error in previous zoning map amendment action for this land. So likewise, Planning Commission at their meeting held on Thursday, December the 11th, unanimously recommended approval of the zoning change request because it demonstrates compatibility with surrounding zoning and development, and it would correct an error in a previous zoning map amendment action. Therefore, they are recommending the Board of Directors adopt an ordinance zoning the property to CR.
Any questions for Rick on this item? Hearing none? This
Mayor, that completes your
concludes
agenda
those
items for
action
the
items
first
that
item.
will be formally addressed next Tuesday, January 6th, 2026, right here at 6 p.m. City Hall. We're the